Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome to the 2019 IIJL World Junior Lacrosse Championship. We have a terrific game on tap tonight. It is a crossover quarterfinal between the USA and Australia. I'm Stephen Stamp with Brian Shanahan. And Shanny, Australia got second in their group by virtue of an 8-7 tight nail-biter over Israel. US dropped to third by virtue of losing to the Iroquois 20-19 in overtime. So, you know, it's hard to say what there is to pick between these teams. The U.S. has seemed to get better and better, but this should be a great matchup.
Yeah, I think so. You know, I hesitate to predict because that last game, I think both you and I thought that that Poland was the favorite over Israel, and you know, that turned out to be a huge win for Israel, 18-8. And I do think U.S. I would favor them in this game, but we've been wrong before, and very recently so.
The U.S. seems to just come at you in waves, but Australia, if above anything else, probably they've shown a grit and resiliency in that win over Israel. They just kept coming back, absolutely no quit, and they've got some talent. I feel like there's maybe a broader depth of talent on the U.S. team, and probably a bit more experience in the box game. And we're going to go to anthems, and we'll be right back with USA Australia. All right, welcome back. We are ready to roll, and we're going to start with the starting goaltenders. I don't think that's him. Let's shift to the left a bit there, and there is Darius Miller between the pipes for USA, and he was sensational last year, and didn't have his best game, I didn't feel, when he first came in here this summer.
Yeah, and you know, last game they played Chandler Naiman. And I thought he battled all the way through that game, but I think they've been trying to get everybody a bit of goaltending time in this tournament.
Absolutely, they're all coming up to play. There is Darius Miller from Colorado. And at the other end of the floor, we'll see once again Colin Jeffrey, who has been outstanding. He's from Nanaimo and has joined this club as one of a handful of Canadians to help out the development of Australian lacrosse.
He had to be thrilled in his performance the other day, defeating his partner from the Summer League, Justin Getty, in an 8-7 nail-biter.
What a great game that was. And that was the day after that game, Getty was named the Rookie of the Year in the BC Junior Lacrosse League. So huge performance for Jeffrey. They could use him to step up again because the U.S. really seems to be finding their scoring touch as we go. Colt Ganesh ran out of the circle. It looked like he thought he might have had the ball, but Jordan Ginder, as he usually does.
Jordan Ginder's been pretty dynamite in face-offs all tournament.
He's been outstanding.
Yeah, we were talking about the setup of this game. I think U.S. has a little bit more offensively than Australia does.
And Australia's defense has been very sound, so we'll see.
And that's going to be the difference.
Yeah. What wins the day? Penalty coming right off the bat. And Jeffrey goes over and gives a tap to Camden Smith, who had run into the crease and kind of wound up colliding with him a bit. The opening penalty will go to Alexander Mercier. It's an illegal cross-check. Sorry, that's Jack Stokes, number 19, not 13.
And I thought from game 1 to 2, the U.S. power play improved tremendously, and John Fox plays up at the top, and he's the quarterback of this power play.
Here's Wiles, who goes down to Colby Lensing. Perimeter passing to get things started for the U.S. Ronda way over into the corner. Van Voris. We get it to Wiles. He's got a little bit of space. Nicely closed by Mitch Ogilvie. And it'll pop loose, and Ganesh comes up with the ball. The captain for Australia is going to run up into the offensive zone.
A little bit jittery the U.S. was on that power play. I thought when the Australia defense charged that there was a couple of open passes, and they were a little too slow to move that ball.
Fox throws it ahead. Wiles is going to slow things down as they set back up on the power play. Remember, the winner of this game will go to play the Iroquois in the semifinals tomorrow. So that would be a first time for Australia. For the U.S., it'd be a rematch of that overtime classic from a couple days ago. Here's Fox. Van Voris back to him. Fox, quick release. Jeffrey made the save, wasn't sure where the ball was, and it looks like Lensing will come up with the ball. No, he's going to be checked to the ground by Clothier from behind.
Yeah, but good effort for him to get that ball,
for sure,
pull it out and to take that hit.
Wiles to Fox. 40 seconds, lots of time left on the power play, 20 on the shot clock. Van Voris back up to Fox. The Australians doing a pretty good job taking away the shooting lanes. 8 to get a shot off. Lensing stopped by Jeffrey. Nice job. That slight fake moved to Ogilvie just enough to open up the lane, but he couldn't bury it.
Yeah, but so far, what the U.S. has been guilty of on the power play is their shots. They're shooting their after they have the ball for 3 or 4 seconds. What you want to do is pass, shoot. And
U.S. get it back.
The goalie's time to set up.
Here's Griffin Schutz with the ball. He's going to drive to the net, turn to back Ian Murray. The captain for the U.S. will slow things down and hand it off to Fox. The penalty is over. Here comes Stokes. We're back to 5-on-5. So Australia successfully kills off the first penalty of the game, which came just over a minute in. Actually, less than a minute in. We're still coming up on 3 minutes into the game.
I don't think they realized that the shot clock is winding down.
No. Last second, you can see Lensing realized and takes a fires it from the outside. There's an Ogilvie chant, an Ogie Ogie chant coming from the crowd who have some Australian flags. There's an Australian flag and some kangaroo flags, green on yellow. The U.S. side to the left of us, to our left as we look on the far side. Here's a drive to the net. Thistlethwaite, stop by Miller. Nice sharp stop by Miller to start. I think that's the first shot he's faced. We're 3:20 into the game. But they, here's a chance. The U.S. will slow it down now, and Ginder waiting for a pass. McCoy's going to go the other way. But the U.S. friends, family, parents going with the shirts that have their players' names on the back. It's a pretty cool touch, especially when they spin around, face the flag for the anthem, and you can see all the names on the back. Here's Brian Wiles. Clothier stays nicely with him. Gets a shot off far side. Here's a rebound. Goal! Cam Smith drives down the lane, grabs the rebound, and tucks it home. It was a great job by Wiles as the shot clock was about to expire to get that shot off the post for the rebound.
Yeah, really nice goal. And following up on the rebound, Cam Smith lights that up for 3 goals coming into this game. And that first shot by Wiles hits the pipe, and really there's nothing that Jeffries could do because that rebound came out so quick, and Smith was right on it.
Ginder, another face-off win. Not much. It didn't come out of the stick very well. Kind of rolled slowly on the way over to Heischler, but he hustled in to scoop it up before the Aussies could get on it. U.S. with possession once again with a 1-0 lead that will probably go up on the scoreboard at some point. It's on ours. Again, you guys have the benefit of our terrific group in the booth. There's Culkin trying to fight through. Loses the ball, it gets loose. It's picked up by Wild. Shot clock's going to expire though. Colt Ganesh will pick it up. Here comes Australia the other way. Oh, there's a penalty. It's a check on the back. Hannah Roberts was knocked over. Jasper Hannah Roberts. And Connor McCoy not happy with the call, but that was right on the numbers.
Well, and sometimes, like, it wasn't a vicious hit or a hard hit, but sometimes you almost have to be careful to lay off a bit when you're see that back in front of you. I don't think it was a dangerous hit at all. But
not a dangerous hit, no, but it was dissecting the fours on Hannah Roberts' jersey and affected possession. So pretty clear call. Thistlethwaite over to Aaron Currie. Low pass, but it's caught by Mathwin, and they move back up to the top. There's Ogilvie to Thistlethwaite. Hard shot bouncer by Currie. Mathwin races in, swats at someone, almost had the ball, but great hustle by Griffin Schutz, who may be the hardest working guy in this tournament. He's certainly up there. Nairati spins off a check, and Schutz will hand it off. U.S. go to the penalty kill.
We really like what Schutz has been doing. I mean, he's playing that short man, but he was also playing on the power play.
And he's the guy who goes inside and bangs around.
He goes inside and takes a lot of banging, too.
Fox taking his time. And again, he plays for West Durham Ironheads in the summer. So we were thinking he was a Canadian with some American heritage. No, he's a guy from the U.S.
Yeah, he's the one that our buddy Randy Mearns, who coaches at St. Bonaventure, told us that played up there as a freshman last year, or down there, I should say. And Randy Mearns said, go up to Canada, play some real box this summer. And he took his advice, and it shows. I just assumed, even with the way he plays, that I thought he was a Canadian kid.
Yeah. And that's high praise.
Yes, that's meant as praise.
It is meant as a compliment. Ogilvie on the offside, switches, hits it. The shot on net. Murray can't come up with it, but keeps working on it. A little push from behind by Currie. Again, nothing vicious, certainly not a penalty, but clearly a violation. And the U.S. gets possession.
They've done a good job killing this penalty so far, and they should get to kill most of it now with 28 seconds to go.
Yeah, it's only a 4-second difference between shot clock and penalty. So they can kill basically all of it. By the time Australia gets it back, they'll just get up the floor and they'll be done. Australia quite passive here as the U.S. Van Voris is just going to stand up near the bench, near center. Now he's backing away 3 on the shot clock, 2. Australia apparently happy to just get the ball back. McCoy is released, and we're back to full and even strength. I'm Stephen Stamp with Brian Shanahan. Thanks for being with us at this WJLC event through the miracle of the internet. Arjun Singh to Currie, offside bouncer. Oh, tucking it in. Nice. It's good. Ogilvie, you can go into the crease and grab the ball. You can be over the crease, you just can't touch down. That's an athletic play.
Yeah, I want to see that again, because if he was in the air that whole time, that's pretty good. I just assumed that he was in the crease at some point, but yeah, there's no question. You're allowed to reach in, pick it up. That's good.
Oh, that's a great play.
I thought his toe was on the crease.
Did you?
I did.
Right, can we see it again, guys? His left foot is the one to watch right there.
Now watch his right foot.
His right foot? No, his right foot's great.
You don't think that's on the crease?
The right foot? That's his left foot.
Left foot, sorry.
I think it's
my left and right. Sorry. Yeah.
You know, if you just put your hands up in front of you, your left makes an L.
I thought he looked like he's on the crease, but
okay. I thought it was. I would say it wouldn't be overturned from that angle.
And you know, on a challenge
I
have
flag.
no problem with the call, because it's not an obvious one either way.
Here's Wiles fighting through, gets a shot, scores.
Nice
what a
goal.
response by Wiles, weaving through traffic and bouncing it home.
Yeah, Brian Wiles scores a beautiful goal. He's been one of the many contributors from this U.S. team, and yeah, just a defender. Tyler Reynolds is all over him, but he just absorbs the hit on his shoulders and drives across floor and gets a good hard bounce shot away.
If you're ever wondering why coaches and everyone emphasize speed and quickness so much, that's why, because Wiles got not even a half step, maybe a quarter step on Reynolds, and Reynolds just could not recover to catch it up and take away the shot. Here comes Ganesh. He's going to drive to the net. Hard twister, but Miller made the stop, and then Ganesh he could have picked the ball up, but he was rolling through the crease, and that's a violation. So U.S. will get it back. Pass ahead to Wiles. Murray Hands the ball off and heads to the bench. They've awarded that. They've announced that as John Fox. That's not even close.
Yeah, we've been trying to keep track. Sometimes we'll say these are the stats according to us because there have been mistakes along the way.
Neil Culkin gets the ball, fights through traffic, and hands it off to Wiles. Great play by Culkin to keep possession alive for the U.S. Lots of time on the shot clock. Van Voris, toe drag, a little sidearm shot, but it bounces, it rips a little high. That almost went in, right?
But I will say they awarded that goal to Fox. It wasn't Fox scored that, but we know the last game
it out.
They took a goal away from Fox that he scored. So there have been a few mistakes here and there. We'll try to give you what we think is correct.
Ogilvie with the ball. He scored the first goal for Australia on a fabulous play. Here's Hamish Mathwin. Sorry, that's Dylan Wood. Back to Ogilvie. Hard pass across. There's Hannah Roberts, diving attempt.
Nice try.
Was a good attempt, but a great save by Darius Miller. Just whip over and get onto his post. And Nairati runs it ahead. Boy, Karsten Nairati's just gotten better and better as the tournament's gone on, too. I thought he was outstanding against Iroquois.
Oh, here's a good opportunity.
Yeah, on the run, the trailer Hartzell.
Jeffrey
that's well in the crease, and Ogilvie says, get away from my goalie. That's the Peterborough in him.
Well, and that's the thing. You mentioned earlier, too. You can't bat that in. Yeah. You can pick it up.
Not when you're standing 2 feet in the crease. And, there was blue turf behind the heels of his feet, not just the toes. 9 minutes gone. It's 2-1 U.S. in what is shaping up to be every bit the battle we thought it would be. John Fox, no, he didn't have it. It was Christian Ronda who gives it to Wiles. Culkin. Wiles fighting through the middle, sets a pick, little roll, but he was kind of out of range. Shot clock running down, so Culkin will just bounce one that
just wants to get on net. That
almost it did. And we're talking the one you kind of caught your breath earlier as Clothier grabbed the rebound in the crease that kind of bobbled off his stick, headed towards the net for a moment. The pass by Currie didn't quite connect. It was his stick was tipped as he tried to pass it, so it never got through to Braden Kirk. Here comes McCoy. Connor McCoy. Gritty defender and can move the ball in transition. Gives it to Lensing, who will flip it over to the far side. And John Hartzell.
Oh, nice opportunity. That's a good hard shot.
I think it went off the crown of the helmet.
I think so too.
Fresh 30 for the U.S. as they battle to get that ball back. Christian Ronda had it. That's a little bit high and spicy for Maximilian Nelson, but they're backing him up as A.J. Voris. Ronda goes underneath, dives, tucks it home. Sorry, that's Camden Smith. Beautiful diving acrobatic goal by Cam Smith.
Excellent goal for Smith, his second of the game. And these U.S. players have not been shy about taking it low to the crease, and that could be a dangerous thing, especially when you're extending your body. You take that hit, you're getting it in the head. And watch as he gets half a step on his player here, and he's committed to the dive and puts it in short side.
Hayden Parsons trying to corral Smith there, and you can see Smith, that tiny fake. Those are the little box lacrosse IQ moves that make a difference. As Smith, the subtle fake up towards the top, and then changes direction and drives low. Here's Ginder handing it off, and the nice shot by Heisler, but that's stopped by Jeffrey. U.S. get it back, fresh 30 for them.
Ginder's done a great job in the faceoffs. I don't remember him losing one.
No, and he's been really good defensively for them. I think he grinds away and been pretty solid. Penalty coming now. Illegal substitution. It's going to be the U.S. as they had a whole whack of guys heading off the floor, and they were lined up at the door to the bench while everyone else had come on already. So 4:01 to go. It's 3-1 for the U.S. They're shorthanded. Australia will try to get one back.
Second power play for the Aussies.
Thistlethwaite at the top as Australia goes strong left again. And Australia only has 4 lefties on the roster, 3 of them out on the power play. It's Thistlethwaite, Ogilvy and Singh. That pass almost picked off. Some pressure from McCoy. Ogilvy has room.
A nice play and a nice save.
Miller dropping on the ball in the shot, which saved him because it was about to go 5-hole, and he just got down and bounced it around. Got enough of it to stop it. Van Voorhis.
Ogilvy really got to step into that shot. Yeah. Thistlethwaite, good play by Thistlethwaite. No panic when the defender came running at him, and he just gave that nice pass to Ogilvy.
Yeah, very calmly got it over to him. Tyler Reynolds watching Van Voorhis. 7 on the shot clock for the U.S. They've still got a minute 17 on the penalty. Backhand whip attempt by Lensing to get a reset, but it went wide. Reynolds will go and
I see 5 guys.
Yeah. Now this time it is Australia with a bunch of guys kind of lined up to get into the bench. Over.
Will serve the penalty. Yeah, I don't think that was a wise play.
No. And seemed a bit of indecision.
It looked like the strategy was he wanted to wait for his teammate to go out so they could have the power play, but ended up getting a, not a very good shot.
Ganesh.
Too many men again.
Yeah, Australia sends 5 guys out. Dylan Wood was
mix up
well out there.
And they got caught. The referee on the other side of the floor saw it.
So they're going to have to send another one, and Reynolds is the in-home, will now be joined by a player of their choosing.
Those are the ones that coaches hate.
And it'll be 5-on-3 with the U.S. penalty earlier now expired.
This is when you look at the guys opening the doors and say, what are you doing?
Yeah.
The door to the bench. Usually, sometimes it's like a trainer. Sometimes it's a backup goalie in charge of the doors. And they've got to count. There's some responsibility there. You got to make sure a guy comes off before you put a guy on. You're always getting the glare from the head coach after those ones.
Timmy's Bidwell Barton will go and serve this penalty. U.S. does bring all 5 guys down.
I like this.
Yeah, and Schutz, as usual, is in the middle. They try to go back door. It's tipped.
Kind of forced that one.
Yeah. Grab. Nice job by Ganesh. Shovels it ahead. Tries to get it up to Bunce, but it's too far. That leads to a chance. Fox to Ronda. Steps around, shoots. Big save. Great job, Jeffrey.
I think Fox should have taken that shot. It turned out to be a nice shot by Ronda anyhow, but he was in a good position.
I was pretty surprised he passed it up. There's Ronda. Back door. Oh, my goodness, that was tipped in by Jeffrey.
That was very lucky. I actually think the U.S. is trying to force that crease-to-crease pass when it's not there. And, yeah, that one they just got fortunate. And it was Jeffrey. It wasn't a defender. I guess
it might have been a defender. I thought it was Jeffrey going up, and it went off of him.
But I made it across the U.S. player. I think, let's watch. I think it's Ronda makes the pass.
Oh, it might have been in the defender's stick, right?
It might have either been Ogilvy. Yeah. The change direction of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was Ogilvy, just gauging by the way he pulled the ball out.
The way he
was very upset with himself.
Yeah.
I mean, you're trying to get your stick to tip it, and it's a good play. But
you have to get your stick in the lane. He did the exact right thing. Sometimes
just didn't work out.
You get a bad bounce.
So it's a power play goal for Christian Ronda.
That was Ronda, correct?
Yeah. They gave it to him, too.
They got that right.
Culkin up to Fox. Back to Culkin. He steps in, shoots. Nice save for Jeffrey. He kind of fell down his body and grabbed it.
Yeah, nice play by Culkin to get in, but then he didn't get the shot that he would want.
Not quite. Bunce spins it. 45 seconds. Australian, too many. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the World Junior Lacrosse Championship. It's 5-1. Shanny, how did we get here?
Well, it started with Camden Smith, picks up a rebound and pounces on it. That made it 1-0 U.S. And then Ogilvy, again, a rebound in the crease, reaches in, picks it up, puts it in, ties it up for Australia. But then the U.S. get one from Brian Wiles. Then Camden Smith again, driving to the net. Ronda gets a bit of a lucky one on the power play. 5-on-3 goes off Ogilvy's stick, I believe. And then John Fox takes a shot. There's another one on power play. A couple of power plays they got because too many men on the floor for Australia. That really hurt them.
Self-inflicted wounds. very difficult to deal with. Jordan Ginder for the U.S. Colt Ganesh, the captain for Australia. They're down at the dot, and Ginder is a beast on the face-offs. But nice trail check to knock it loose. As Aaron Currie racing in, the U.S. will get it. Awarded possession, not sure entirely what the call was. And there's a penalty to Ginder. He's been excellent, but that's not a good play. He's talking to Oliver Marty, his coach. And I think the response was just a roll of the eyes.
Oliver Marty gave him the cold shoulder, turned away.
Don't come and talk to me.
Go to the box.
When you cross-check the guy in the back. No, it's not even a cross-check. It's just an illegal body check, interference, whatever you want. It's just not a disciplined play. And I get it. There are times it's an emotional, physical game. We've all done it, but it doesn't help your team right there. Australia to the power play. They trail by 4. Ogilvy steps in backdoor, gets away from Mathwin, and Darius Miller very calmly reaches out and grabs that ball, makes the pass to Murray, has to spin away from a check, get it to Schutz. He's got to get across. He's got 1 second to go.
Yeah, he just
maybe, and you can't count on that, right? Because like we've said, it's the ref count.
Don't look at the shot clock.
McCoy again, the Australian penalty called quite passive. See Clothier looking.
Yeah, good coaching.
The US gets some guys back on D.
Making sure to tell everyone get off, get our short man on.
Thistlethwaite will start with the ball at the top as Australia gets all their power play guys out. Again, strong left. Thistlethwaite to Ogilvy. Singh moves it quickly. Down to Arjun Singh. He's going to dive.
Nice try.
Yeah, good effort. Saved by Miller again.
Good battle for the loose ball by Singh.
Yeah, he's just been a whirling dervish out there all tournament for Australia.
Nice.
Nice play by Thistlethwaite to tap it over to Singh. You don't always have to pick the ball up.
Yep. Yeah, and it's awareness, knowing where your teammates are.
Thistlethwaite back to Ogilvy. They switch. Hard rip, but Currie is denied. What a re-put. I think that's Mathwin down on the crease.
Nice play by
goal
Mathwin.
line. Yeah.
And earlier on, I thought he had a bit of a nice setup from Ogilvy to the quick stick, and he mishandled it, but he makes up for it here. Power play. And again, how many goals are from rebounds? And he goes airborne, puts it short side. This should be a good angle too. Dives across, goalie goes across, and he
hard twister. Ganesh and Ginder. Ginder pulls it back, scoops it up. Runs into the offensive zone.
And Hamish Mathwin, from Australia, he's a homegrown boy.
Yeah, I really like what he and Aaron Currie have been doing on the right side together.
I love when I see, we've seen this for a few games. That last game with Israel, when the homegrown guys score some big goals, get to play on the power play, it's nice.
Yeah, Ori Bar David, and there's a shot goes wide, and Lidor Ashtomkar both scoring for Israel. Nice check by Ronda to get the ball back for the Americans, and Wiles will run through a check from Stokes.
And their victory the other day, Australia went down, I believe it was 4-1 to Israel, and they fought back in that game.
A shot right in the belly pad, bounces out. Ronda with the chance, another save by Jeffrey. Great swim move by Ganesh. It's a 2-on-2, 3-on-2 as Ogilvy's trailing and directing, I think. Now the pass to him. Tries to stop up, spins, shoots. Good play to get around Nairati, but just fired it a bit wide. That's a loose ball push on the back. Runts will lob it up. Here's Kirk. Runts rotates to the top.
Oh, there's another penalty coming to the U.S. and somebody's down hurt.
15 on the shot clock. Jeffrey gets to the net. Oh, and play is blown down.
I think the referee is just concerned that this might be bad.
Yeah, the play was blown down because Arjun Singh was not moving. We wanted to make sure nothing worse happened to him as play continued.
Oh, he should have at least waited till the trainer got out there.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's why the referee's blowing it, because when you stay down there, he's thinking, well, you know, now I'm worried about the safety of the player. I better get the trainer out here. It's actually, I don't think he realized that. He got up, jumped up, and pretty much jumped over the boards to the bench. So that referee might put that thought in the back of his mind that maybe he wasn't hurt as much as I originally thought. It might have been a bit of an act. If you're going to act, and I'm not saying he did, well, you better continue
if you are,
to act all the way to the bench.
At least wait for the trainer to get there. Hey, you know what? She's here to work. She's come out to help you out. Even just have a nice little chat and then go to the bench, right? You don't have to hop up and run off.
He literally hopped over the bench.
Yeah. Power play Australia. They're trying to creep back in, down 5-2. Ogilvy takes it at the top. A white glove
lost
down.
His stick.
Thistlethwaite, he gets it back. Glove first, stick, everything together, and he's back in the play. Behind the back, not quite on target by Mathwin. Ogilvy's shot is, and Mathwin's going to track down the loose ball. Great position. He's pitchforked away by Murray. That is a battle for the captain. He comes out with it. Withstands 3 hits, but loses the ball. Thistlethwaite after it. Currie can't get it. Heisler had it.
I would have thought the 10 seconds had gone there, and I think the coaches feel the same way. But good battle by Ian Murray in the corner and in center floor.
Interesting, you know, the Australians were calling for it, and then Andy Ogilvy and Jim Milligan both go back immediately to coaching their young players. Great work by both these coaching staffs. Rick Benedict's the GM for Australia, bringing in Andy Ogilvy and Jim Milligan to help out. And this team has loved it. They had a camp in BC for several days. It's about halfway between, well, halfway. It's a long way from Australia to Vancouver. But they stopped there and did some training first. There's Thistlethwaite. He is flattened by Eric Schutz. But they have really been helping these guys out. And you can see that Jim Milligan has reached the level of comfort with his charges where he's going to let them know adamantly what he does and does not like what they're doing. He was not thrilled with that last shift they had. Camden Smith is trying to get open to take a pass. He's taking a pounding from Clothier, and that is lofted way up. And that is that not a delay of game? I'm trying to think, because there's one league it is and one it isn't if you just throw it up into the mesh. I thought it was the international rules, which mirror the NLL rules.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. And he threw it just before the shot clock went, right?
Yeah, it was before. But he was clearly just throwing it high into the mesh. I remember just watching a game, and I could have sworn it was in Buffalo, where a guy went underhand, ripped it, like length of the floor, drifted up into the mesh because it went straight out. It was delay game. But I have not had a chance this week to read the rule book, so not 100% on that one. John Fox, we're back to full strength. 9:09 to go. It's 5-2 U.S. Wiles spins and Stokes scores.
Oh, nice goal.
Great drop step by Wiles and a nice finish.
You know, so far for the U.S. it's been Wiles and Camden Smith have been the guys who have been doing the most damage. I think that's Wiles' second goal. Smith has a couple, and they've all come from down in the crease, beating their men low. They feel they found a weak spot on the Australian defense. And Wiles is not a big guy, and it does look like a mismatch in size. Wiles only 5'9".
And how tall is Alexander Mercier, number 13 for Australia?
Yeah, he's 6'1", so he's not.
There's a difference.
A good difference.
Sometimes, I mean, you can see it's like a small running back sometimes ducking under the guys trying to tackle.
I was just going to say, like sometimes the size, you know, it can be an advantage that the smaller guy getting underneath.
Such quick feet for Wiles, too, and slick hands. 6-2, the U.S. goes ahead. Clothier hands it off. Kirk. Clothier took a bit of a bump as he went to the bench and stopped for a moment. He does get over there. The U.S. comes back the other way. They've got a man ahead. Too many men, for sure.
Yeah.
Brian Wiles was coming to the bench, and he's pointing it at everybody else. And
I don't know if it's Wiles that actually caused that. I think he recognized they had too many men, tried to run to the bench.
Off, yeah.
Then everyone looks at you like it's your fault, but
right.
It wasn't his fault. Somebody left early.
Australia to the power play. Penalty killers for the U.S. are Heisler and McCoy up top, with Schultz and Murray down low, although they now shifted into the diamond. And the U.S. has to send somebody over. It'll be Joe Dowling. Oh no, so that's AJ Van Voorhis. I think Dowling is out tonight. Thistlethwaite with Ogilvie and Singh, the lefties. As usual, Mathwin down low on the righty side. Aaron Currie at the shooter spot. Skip pass. Ogilvie to the middle. Thistlethwaite back to Currie. Nice shot on the run.
And Currie, another Aussie. He's scored every game from Melbourne, Victoria. Scored a goal almost similar to that against Canada, which I'm sure he'll remember. And this is a very nice one on the power play. He's got a pretty nice bounce shot. Does that on the run too.
Back against the grain, got Miller leaning to his left. The ball went to the goalie's right. Just over the leg.
Australia is not going away. It's similar to the theme of their first game. They were being outplayed, but they stayed in it.
Feeds it ahead to Wiles. Jeffrey had to be sharp. He still doesn't know where it is. Moves and the ball pops out. Ogilvie has it after an assist on the last goal. He pulled him to 6-3. He's going to the net. Bouncer. He was in the crease as the ball was rolling around. It's U.S. possession. Nairati. Nairati to Fox. U.S. still getting their forwards out. Need one more. There they come. Culkin. Watched by Parsons.
Watch if they try to beat their man down low again. They've scored 3 or 4 goals that way.
There's Reynolds. You can see him taking a great angle on Colby Lensing. Excellent difference. And the U.S. coaches hollering for their guys to get to the bench, get some defenders out. They do. Australia had a man coming off the bench, Dylan Wood, and Joseph Laforme went and got all over him. Now they're kind of jousting a bit. It's getting pretty physical down in the trenches. Pass on the crease.
Oh, that
reach shot.
A nice effort. He stepped to the crease before he shot.
Braden Kirk was the one trying that. Here's Nairati. He'll hand it off to Laforme. It gets away from him, and Bidwell Barton has it. It's loose though. Picked up by Laforme. Ginder can't accept the pass. Wiles kind of bounces it off his foot. Ganesh after it.
Not a smart play by the Aussie defenseman, Bouvier.
Yeah, again, late in the 30.
Yeah, there was only like 6 or 7 seconds left in the 30, and there was no need for that.
He was going fairly gently and tangle up.
Isolated U.S. player, too. He had no teammates to help him.
Took off on Van Voorhis and up into the mesh. Reynolds runs past Schutz. Great trail check on this
check by Schutz.
He never gives up on a play.
Yeah, he's been one of our favorite guys.
Yeah. Remember last game when he hadn't scored for a long time, and then did that player just grab it with his hand? Did that not look like?
I didn't see it.
Okay, his hand went down on the turf. Nice save on the shot by Currie. I think it's must be Mathwin who was there. Oh no, it's Hannah Roberts, and he is fighting away for it. His hand went down. Must have been beside it. But we were thinking Schutz hadn't scored with all the goals he was getting. Then he scored 2 of the nicest goals.
Yeah.
Grinder goals that we saw.
He was almost playing the decoy in the 5-and-3. He was standing in the center, but then he showed us that he was more than just a decoy. He scored a couple of nice goals late in the game when he needed it.
Wiles gets a pick from Culkin. The roll is there, but the pass was just a little hot.
Jeffrey thought about throwing it up to Thistlethwaite. They're going to run out of time. Yes.
Yeah, that's 10.
Yeah, that
play blown back in. Here comes McCoy. He's got a man with him. Shoots. Penalty to.
I think too many men on the floor for the U.S.
I don't know about that.
Well, it's got got to be.
Oliver Marty is fired up. He's yelling, count the players, really, at 5. I think he's right. I think most of the calls that we wonder about, many of the refs turn to be right. I don't think that's the case here. You can see how fired up Oliver Marty is.
Well, and sometimes that happens when they see a guy leave the bench early. They don't realize 2 guys have come off.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's no question. We've both seen that happen many times.
Yes. This way, we'll start with at the top again. Ginder up at the top of the penalty kill with McCoy this time. And LaForme is down low.
Oh, that was a nice play.
Right in the middle, gets the pass.
We've seen them use that
shoots wide.
A few times. It definitely worked, except the finish.
Ogilvie goes back door.
He's got to shoot that one, I think.
Yeah. Currie and Mathwin fighting for it. Currie comes up with it.
I think Ogilvie's got to get a little more selfish.
Yeah. You know, I mean, he's here with his uncle, trying to help these guys grow and build their game. And I think he's occasionally got to just, like you said, just take it. Just take the shot. Don't worry about setting everyone up.
And yeah, and I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to work that backdoor play. That's not an easy play. I mean, it's not like, you know, in the Iroquois when you got a guy like David Anderson in the crease who puts that in his sleep. And that play's not always working out here. You don't have the same quality of teammate.
There's a shot a little bit wide. Reynolds with it. He'll just hand it off. Kirk, there's still time on the power play.
The next goal is
for
a
the
big goal.
Australians. This way, backpedaling. There's a chance for Currie. That's a hard shot around the screen, but nicely stopped by Darius Miller.
Got to wind up as much as he wanted, but I think Miller also had enough time to step out and take away that angle.
Schutz just backing away towards center as Camden Smith runs along the far boards with the wall, the far boards with the ball. Now Schutz has it, 6 left to shoot. We're back to even strength as Van Voorhis comes out of the box, and he's just gonna fire it from downtown. Jeffrey wisely ducks under it.
Yeah.
Thistlethwaite up to Reynolds.
Nice play.
Behind the back attempt by Wood, didn't quite hit its mark. Penalty coming.
I don't know about that. I thought that was a good hit.
Illegal body check called.
I don't want to see the replay of this one.
Braden Kirk heading off. There it is.
Okay, watch. He's got the ball on his stick.
Just looked like a cross check on the guy with the ball to me.
And the referee who called it was not close to it. So, like, you know, maybe if we were closer, maybe that stick came high, but I don't think it did. And I don't think you could see it from where the referee made that call. That was just a good hit.
That's where, you know, Braden Kirk's to me like, what did I do? What did I do? I'm pretty sure is Andy Ogilvie's going to say, no, that was fine, son. Keep it up. Fox back to Van Voorhis. This is Rhonda Lowe. Hard shot to the belly pad. Bunce looking up the floor. He'll just trot ahead slowly. Wood with it. Flings it to the half board. Now the penalty coming to the U.S.
Illegal cross check.
Schutz gets it. Sometimes other referees don't always agree. Me too.
Yeah, let's have a look here.
Oh no, that's up in the head though. He earned that one. Yeah. Again, nothing vicious or egregious, but it did slide off, get up into the side of the helmet.
So So a little 4-on-4 lacrosse. Australia is desperately trying to get this next goal to tighten up this game even more. Oh, good isolation.
And Singh gets through everybody, Twister, but limited options for where to shoot, and Miller took away those spots. Oh, what a job by Currie to stop him from rolling for an over and back. But Nairadi was the first one there. He gets to Heisler, tries to duck through for the shot. It's off the post and no goal. Through the crease on Heisler. Great job.
Yeah, I mean, the ball eventually went in, but the U.S. player ran through the crease after the shot.
Now, if he got out of the crease before the ball, he's okay. He has to establish both feet back outside. Great effort by Bunce, but how does Nairadi even get that shot off?
Yeah, he has the, that's fine there, but the ball hasn't
now
gone in yet. Now he's in the crease.
Okay. Oh, but did he get back in? No,
I don't think he did.
I think he's still in there. Here comes McCoy. He's going to spin and shoot.
Oh, nice goal.
Oh, okay. Nice play. Live, I actually thought he may have stepped on the crease, but
nice play from McCoy. We've seen a lot of these plays where guys come down on fast break that seems to be nullified by a man. Still go for the one-on-one, and he just rolls, and his feet are nowhere
absolutely
near the
not in the crease.
Yeah, nowhere near. But it's just a nice rolling shot. You know, that's hard for a goalie to defend because he's not really sure where that release of that ball is coming from.
And he's spinning with his back to the goal. You can't pick the ball up until he's already turned around with your defender in front of you.
Big goal for the U.S. late in the half.
7-3, they go up. Ginder is down on it. Ganesh trying to draw him out. He does pull it out. Ginder knocks it back. It's going to be Murray down with two hands to scoop that ball up in perfect form. Bounce pass. There's a man on the crease. Heisler. Great save, Jeffrey, and then grabs the loose ball. Ball possession awarded to the U.S.
Yes. I mean, that was a great opportunity for the U.S. A big save by Jeffrey. Must be disappointed that the ball goes back to the U.S.
U.S., are they taking a timeout?
Yeah, I think they are. 50 seconds to go.
Set it up. 2 seconds left. Then Kirk will be released from the penalty box for Australia.
So the U.S. are going to be shorthanded in a couple seconds. I'm sure they're partly just using this timeout because they have it. Because I don't think they're going to set up any offensive play knowing that the Australian player, Kirk, is back on the floor in a couple seconds.
Let's take a look at that crease call by Roger Nurse. There you can see. So Heisler goes through. Now he's got to get out, and remember, he's got to establish both feet back outside the crease before the ball crosses the line.
Yeah,
I think he had one out.
You see that every once in a while. That shot straight in, it's a goal. But because it doesn't go straight in, and he runs through the crease, you cannot be in the crease as the ball crosses.
So it hits the goalie. Comes down, there's a foot in. This foot's out of the crease, but the right foot hadn't come down yet.
Yeah,
and the other foot, actually, it's got to be both feet have to reestablish outside of the crease. Remember a call like that in the NLL a few years ago that I had to double check with Brian Lemon.
I was just going to ask you. So the ball shooter can run right through the crease after
as long as he's out and reestablished before the ball goes in.
Every other player on the floor, it's the same thing. They have to be outside of the crease.
Yeah, for sure. Fox will start to run down low. The U.S. shorthanded. They feed it through. Great catch and release by Wiles, but quite a little steep on the angle. Australia, are they taking a timeout?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they've got a power play, so if they want, they can play 6-on-4. I'm not sure I would. I think I would just play 5-on-4. The danger of playing 6-on-4 is you have to wait for the last few seconds to take a shot. If you got a power play, you might as well play 5-on-4.
Yeah, shoot
and
when
if
you
the
have an
opportunity presents, if the opportunity presents itself, you shoot any time.
here's Darius Miller, and let's take a look at some of his performance tonight.
He's had a pretty good game. I mean, you were raving about him from last year, and I hadn't seen it yet in this tournament, but he's been solid. I mean, well, anytime you can hold a team to 4 goals throughout most of the quarters, almost a full half, you've played well. And I think he's looked very confident coming out and covering the angle, taking the outside shots away.
So 25.5 seconds, Australia will leave the goalie in and go 5-on-4, and they will be able to shoot whenever they want. Ogilvy to Singh, gets it back. They're spreading out for
really
now.
A wide box.
Yeah. Thistlethwaite steps in, has a chance, but that's stick on stick.
Yeah.
Mathwin fights through it. 5 seconds still, gets a shot. That's wide.
Here
comes Schutz. And he runs over McCoy. And a chance at the buzzer for Thistlethwaite. I think it was a little bit late.
That was an example, though, when Mathwin took that first long shot. It was what we were saying the whole week. Was you got way more time than you think. You got that ball with 5 seconds to go and took a long outside shot.
Yeah,
he had more time than he thought.
We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. Here at the World Junior Lacrosse Championship, I'm Steven Stamp with Brian Shanahan. It is 7-3 in favor of the U.S. The winner will head to the semifinals against Iroquois, and the loser will go to the 5th place game tomorrow at 1. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. Hello, Lacrosse friends. I am Steven Stamp, and I'm joined by Rick Benedicts, the GM of Australia. How did I do with your name?
You did really well. Perfect.
Oh, right. I'm going to put this up just up a bit for you. I'm going to take it right off your head. Just tilt the mic up. There we go. And Rick, you've put this team together. I know you're very excited to get involved and get the guys to come up. And it's been a lot of effort, but I have to assume from the way these guys seem to be enjoying themselves, it's been worth it.
Oh no, it's definitely been worth it. It was hard work to get them up, and with a lot of help from I think a lot of Canadians got a lot of support from them to find heritage Australians, and it's amazing how many out there have got grandparents and parents that are from Australia. So it's been really good.
The base of the team, obviously guys from Australia, you add a few heritage players to help develop the process. And what's the experience been like? Because I know you've had Jim Milligan and Andy Ogilvy running a camp in Vancouver that looked from social media like it was fantastic.
Yeah, no, the camp was fantastic. I mean, I mean, Andy and Jim have been, I mean, the learning curve, it's not a curve, it's just a direct straight line up in the air. The boys have been, and even there was a stage there where I think Jim said, these guys have taken so much information. I'm not sure how much they can really handle, but they've done a great job.
It starts to flow over the top of their brains, right?
Yeah, but they've been really good. The boys have been really open to everything and just took it all on board. The other players with that little bit more experience, the heritage guys, so even on the floor, they've been learning with just getting the feel for the game. So for 1 week, I think they've done a great job.
And Australia, like so many countries around the world that play the game, has tended to be a field-first country. But there's so many guys that you're from this team, from the senior team, that have that passion for the box game. That's really what's driving this. It's
the players. It's the passion from the players and a group, I suppose, a core group that went away 41 years ago to compete that first box lacrosse tournament in Edmonton. So it's just that core group left over, and then there's a whole bunch of guys now coming up for the Senior Worlds in September to Langley. So we just need to get a younger group going, and we felt this tournament was an ideal vehicle to get these younger groups. So we got some 16-year-old boys out there tonight playing, so it's really good.
I've been talking to some folks down in Australia. I'm very keen to come down and see some box down under. You've got some things going on, right?
Yeah, no, we've got an indoor arena finally. It's taken us over 40 years, but we've now got one set up in Melbourne at Westgate Arena. We're looking to get an outdoor box installed at Altona Lacrosse Club, so we'll probably follow the footsteps of Prague and try and get some tournaments. I know we're a long way away, but there's Japan and all the Asian countries, New Zealand, and I'm sure somebody out of the West Coast could find a way down to Australia.
I think some folks will come. Last question, quickly, has there been one highlight or one thing that stood out for these guys in this trip?
One highlight. I think every day's been a highlight for them. They just learned so much. But I think yesterday we went to see Niagara Falls. I think they spent all their money. So they've left a lot of money in Canada, I think, at the box lacrosse store. So but I think it's
Canada
really the learning of box lacrosse, and they'll go back passionate about box lacrosse and how it'll help their lacrosse in general.
Box lacrosse growing in Australia. Much more to come, a bright future down under. I'm Stephen Stamp with Rick Benedurks. We'll be back at the World Junior Lacrosse Championships in just a moment. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2019 World Junior Lacrosse Championship. A 2-2 second quarter makes it 7-3 in favor of the U.S. And here's some highlights.
Yeah, Camden Smith scored the first goal of the game for the U.S. and Mitch Ogilvie ties it up to make it 1-1. But then the U.S. went on a 3-goal run, starting with Brian Wiles. Scores one, and this is Brian Wiles scoring his goal. Sorry.
No, that was Cam Smith again.
Oh, that was Cam Smith's second goal, and then a couple of power play goals. This was the lucky one by Christian Ronda, went off a stick, and then John Fox scores a goal. That made it 5-1 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter was better for Australia. 2-2 altogether in this quarter for them, and the first goal was a power play goal by Hamish Mathwin. A nice one. U.S. comes back, and again it's Brian Wiles getting his second goal of the game. Again on the power play, Aaron Currie, the Aussie, scores one, and then a nice transition goal by Connor McCoy to make it 7-3 for the U.S.
A date with the Iroquois awaiting the winner of this game. Ginder and Ganesh once again will do battle at the center floor. There's the Aussie bench. Andy Ogilvie just on the edge of the screen, the head coach. That is his kind of go-to pose, the hands on the hips. He's a pretty intense competitor.
Yeah.
Very nice guy. He was an intense player. He's a pretty intense coach.
Now you mentioned Israel and Canada are going to get a rematch. Are we going to get a rematch between USA and Iroquois? They would really like that, but Aussies would like to spoil that. As
it stands, if the U.S. holds on, both the third place teams in the pools would be beating the second place teams from the opposite pool. So interesting little quirk possibly unfolding. U.S. gets possession. Brian Wiles is going to wait. Not sure who he was trying to fake out with that little move, but a little shoulder shrug. Fox sets a pick, bit of a slip pick. Ball comes to him. Wiles has it, isolated. Now a pick from Lensing, the shot a little bit wide. 4 on the shot clock. Even if the States could get there, it wouldn't help them much.
Nifty little footwork though by Wiles to get open for the shot. It wasn't a good shot. He missed by quite a bit, but
the setup.
He set himself up pretty nicely. Now we can have another
over and back.
Oh, good. I thought we were gonna have another too many men on the floor.
No, Kirk was just not over center as the ball was passed to him, and Australia will turn it over. Van Voris. Officially Anthony, but he likes to go by AJ. Colby Lensing. He likes to go by Colby, I believe. We had a nice chat with his dad before the game. Great for him to come up. Here's Ronda. Hard shot, but a little bit wide. Van Voris gets to it. Gets the ball and just kind of flicks it toward the net.
Smart play, just making sure that the Aussies weren't coming up the floor quickly. Just get it out of harm's way.
The 30 expired, and Bunce will throw it ahead to Mathwin, but it was wild. And Schutz comes up with it. He's driving. He's got Laforme and he's got a trailer. Laforme has it skip off his stick, but he gets it back. Takes a whack from Bunce. McCoy is there with him. Two righties on the lefty side. Nice job by Laforme to switch across, and now McCoy will join him, but they wind up with 4 righties out there as Wiles. The only lefty is isolated on Stokes. Hard shot by...
Nice hard shot, quick release
Smith.
Too.
Stokes falling, tried to pitchfork it behind him. Another reset, the ball still bouncing around wildly. Fox comes up with it.
A little bit of sloppy play by both teams.
Through the crease to play the ball, and it'll be a turnover. Australia gets it. Not sure why Runts wanted to stop right over the center line.
Yeah, very dangerous spot to stop.
It looked like he intended it, and then he did get the pass off, so he's okay. Thistlethwaite misses with the shot. It's up in the air, grabbed by McCoy.
Nice play by Thistlethwaite. Not a great shot though.
Here's Murray on the run. That pass is going to get away. He threw it behind and below Culkin. He just couldn't manage the ball. He'll zip off to the bench.
Yeah, the sloppiness
Here's
continues.
A drive. Oh, a great chance,
nice
but just
second
losing
effort.
the ball. Yeah, trail check.
That was number 19, Joseph Laforme.
Here's Hamish Mathwin. A lot of traffic out front. They're trying to open up some space, moves the pile. Arjun Singh. Down to Bunce. Kirk. Shoulder saved by Miller, who's been continuously sharp in this game. Oh, Jasper Hanna-Roberts kind of, I think, lost his footing as he came over and sort of ran into the U.S. player, also ran himself into the boards, but he seems to be fine as he pops up, and Arjun Singh will hand the ball off to Ogilvie. Fresh 30 for Australia. They're getting the full complement of forwards out. Hanna-Roberts. This is Dylan Wood. Singh bobbled it, gets it back, spins away. A little pick by Ogilvie on Schutz. That pass to Ganesh. His shot wide.
2 seconds.
Yeah. And Hanna-Roberts didn't quite know what he wanted to do with it, so he winds up just putting it down. The form.
We've yet to have a goal in this quarter. 4 minutes in.
Comes up to Wiles at the top. A lot of errant passes. Just a bit sloppy here in the third. Wiles will spin away, leveraging his footwork against the... He's kind of in a valley of giants against that Australian defense. Wiles handling himself quite well. Here's Clothier, one of those giants. Hands it off to Aaron Currie. Hamish Mathwin, nice job defensively by McCoy to just get barely enough to throw the pass off. This way did track it down.
Oh!
Curry's shot right off the face of Mathwin.
Mathwin seems no worse to wear, but he...
I can't believe he just
that looked
popped
like it
up and
knocked him right down.
He did kind of look around for a moment to see where that bus that hit him came from.
Who hit me?
Smith looking for his hat trick as he comes out from behind the net. Shovel pass doesn't get through to Hartzell. It is tracked down there by Nelson. He stumbled but got the ball off.
Nice.
It was great. Ginder, the face-off guy with
nice
that pass. Jeffrey has been sharp. Culkin still battling. Trying to find someone now to move the ball to. He'll get a pick and get a shot. Bouncer, and he's buried after the shot by Bunce. And that's going to be a loose ball push.
Yeah, not a smart play.
Just an error by Tyler Reynolds to give the ball back after a hard-working defensive
hard-working, great save by Jeffries, who's giving his team a chance to get back in this.
Culkin takes it back. Received that from Fox. It's Ganesh on him. Ronda to Fox, tries to feed it through. Ganesh has it. It's a one-on-one.
Let's see if we see the old shoulder bump.
Yep. It worked out pretty well. That's a good shot. He just missed.
Yeah.
But it's a good decision and almost nailed it.
And I love that we've seen one-on-ones. Everybody wants to take it to the net.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen the shoulder
over and over
drive. We've also seen the stop and spin. We've seen a bunch of different moves.
But rarely we've seen somebody curl out and wait for his teammates.
No.
It's kind of fun.
Pass through the middle of Smith. Twister, nice save, Jeffrey. He comes up with it. Smith is going through the crease. Here it is. As you said, he's going to put the shoulder down. Yeah, just misses with the shot.
Enough of a bump to be able to get the shot away.
Currie gets handcuffed by that pass, but tracks it down in the corner.
Nice.
Nice look. Dylan Woods peels out. Didn't feel like he had the lane that he wanted.
I thought he did.
I thought he did too.
Oh boy.
A little wild from Bunce. Nice cut. And the shot clock will run out on the Australians. Here comes Ian Murray for the U.S. Schutz. Oh, I thought we were going to see him up for an offensive shift, which I really enjoy. I like that grinder mentality he brings. He's like I think a good Joel McCready, maybe. What do you think? He's actually maybe a bit bigger than McCready.
Yeah.
Culkin.
A lot bigger, but McCready's got. He's wide.
He's stocky. Oh, I like that. Kyle Matisse. He will go up and bang around when he's in the offensive zone.
He's got a long way to go to get the finish of Kyle Matisse, though.
Well, yeah.
Yep. Well, we're talking about NLL stars.
I'm just thinking stylistically, not necessarily at that level. Arjun Singh. Watched by Trey Reyes.
Oh, somebody's open.
Spinning and shooting. He was on his offside, but it's a pretty good effort there by Hannah Roberts. Actually, it's neither of them. It's Mathwin.
No goals in the third quarter.
We're over halfway through. Wiles over to Culkin. He is a goal waiting to happen anytime he's on the floor. We'll see what he can generate. Stumbles a bit, recovers, still has it. The shot clock's going to run out. He does some exciting things on the floor, but that was not his finest moment, just hanging on to the ball. Penalty coming.
Too many men. I don't know if it's the Aussies or U.S. It must be the Aussies.
Because they had the ball, yeah. Jim Milligan yelling from the bench, not even close. I didn't see it.
I actually thought it was good, but I'm sure I wasn't looking at it as closely as the referee was. I mean, you got to get one guy at the back door. I mean, you gain the length of the bench, and it's a great play to turn a fast break into a 2-on-1 if you don't get caught.
Tyler Reynolds goes to serve the penalty. U.S. goes to the power play. Nice play, but is that Arjun Singh again? Boy, the four lefties for Australia playing such heavy roles.
Yeah, offensively, defensively.
Singh has been outstanding. Oh, there, Ganesh was just holding it still. Now he's showing that he's cradling. He's taken to the turf. And Fox is just swatting away. Pulls up with it now. The whistle's gone. Loose ball push called on the U.S. and Australia will get the ball. Is that Ganesh still on the floor?
Yeah, it's taking his time to get up.
I think he wanted a penalty and not just a possession. But he's going to get the possession and go with it.
He wants them to come at him again.
Boy, McCoy and
oh yeah, that was
tangling up out front. Now
penalty coming.
There might be another one for Fox if he keeps the wax to the leg there. Ganesh just protecting the ball. He's trying to kill as much time as possible because they're shorthanded. Now he'll get the shot with 1 second left. Terrific shift by Ganesh. Now he needs to just walk away and not
lots
take
of words
anything.
with Fox.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like he was hoping to draw a penalty that whole time, and a bit of a sloppy check by Fox.
It's a holding the stick call ultimately made.
And it really should be a slash or high stick because.
Oh, now there's another one coming. Oh no, wait, they're saying it's.
Okay, what's
Colt
going on
McCoy?
here?
For Connor McCoy?
Okay, now I'm
Fox is on to
confused.
this. I'm really confused.
Even Fox felt guilty, and I thought he was guilty. His stick hit Ganesh in the face. Well, in the face mask.
McCoy was over at the far side tangling up, and maybe that must be what the call was. Singh with the 4-on-4 for another 40 seconds. He changes direction, tries to go to the net. Ian Murray says, no, sir. Pass across to Mathwin. Watched by his fellow 16 there. Heisler. Singh with it. Drives to the net, dives, shoots. Save Darius Miller. The really fun thing, I talked with Rick Benedirks in the intermission, and we're talking about the passion these kids have for the game of box lacrosse. And you see it in both these teams. You see it in the, the number of guys who just love playing indoors, and that's what they want to do. Great pass through, and Culkin buries it. Lovely little lever pass by Colby Lensing.
And that's the first goal of this quarter. 4-on-4, one of the things I love about it is you can play the two-man game on either side of the floor, and the U.S. executes it perfectly. And Culkin eventually is the beneficiary of it. Let's watch pick and roll. That's Lensing. The pick comes up by Culkin. He throws the pick, bounces back towards the net, and a nice pass by Lensing. and the finish by Culkin.
It was a good seal by Culkin, and Jack Stokes was a touch slow getting on the switch and picking him up, but Culkin, dynamic finish, lovely pass by Lensing on the play. Wow, and the stick of Ogilvie snaps in half as he checks his man. Australia yelling back over, and Mark Thompson it's very good that he just indicated no. He gave the safe signal to let them know he saw the play and he was fine. I like that. And now, loose ball possession foul. And it's funny, on the goal, Tyler Reynolds for Australia tried to go out. He had 3 seconds left on his penalty. It was 4-on-4. He was thinking when he went in originally, of course, they're shorthanded. And he had to be pulled back. Josh Hiltz then went around after he left the box, ran out the one door, ran around to the other box, shut the door, and ran back to the U.S. box. Great work by Josh Hiltz. That pass across was knocked down, but Currie got it. Now he gets the pass and shoots. That's. Oh, I thought that was in.
No, but that beat Miller and just hit the crossbar.
It didn't go crossbar down and spin out. Or straight
I don't
out,
think so.
Okay, it was fast. I'll tell you. We finally got a goal in the corner. I was thinking there might have been another one. 10 seconds left on the U.S. penalty. And they look like they're going to have a successful kill. Fox. Oh, he had visions of dunking dancing in his head. Now he'll cut it to Ronda. 2 on the shot clock, and Ronda will just go lefty. Oh, they're saying it went off an Australian player, and Ronda. It was nowhere near anybody.
There's the shot that looked so
that
close.
Came straight out. I wasn't even close. And neither was this one close. Ronda couldn't believe it. He threw it up and ran to the bench.
Oh, exactly. And that was what we were talking about before, throwing it intentionally out of the rink.
And he got the ball back for it. Smith low. Get a pick from Fox. Ganesh on the run. Brushes off the check, lobs it ahead to Ogilvie. Great pass, but Ogilvie got the ball stripped, and Camden Smith going the other way. A back in call on the U.S. And Ogilvie wants to start, he gets the call. But the U.S. did a good job getting their defenders out.
Not enough teammates out there for Ogilvie.
No. Hamish Mathwin. Up to Ganesh. Thistleweight was posting up down low. There's the cut, Kirk. Oh,
nice
great
play.
save again. Really nice play, but Darius Miller is sharp.
And it's way too early to be talking about MVPs, but I will anyhow, because Miller has been one of the best on Team USA.
Yeah, well, he's definitely penciled in my book. Here comes Culkin. Culkin,
nice.
Oh my goodness. Cue up the highlight reel. Let's run that one a few times.
Culkin just put himself into the conversation. Was having a quiet game. Otherwise, I mean, he's had a great tournament. Was having a quiet game this one, and now has scored 2 straight. He had 5 goals in his first 2 games. A hat-trick first game, 2 in the second. And now he's got 2 in the third quarter, 2 late in the third quarter. And this is just good effort, good persistence. And when he gets in on that crease in the goal, he doesn't miss too often.
Well, I mean, the combination of stick skills, protecting the stick, protecting the ball, using your feet to spin through the defenders and stay out of the crease and control your body so you're at a good angle where you can get the shot off. There's a lot that goes into that play that is just pure athleticism, and then the touch to finish. Here's a pass out, doesn't get through to Hartzell. Fox will try a spinning shot late in the shot clock. It's going to go wide, and Brian Wiles is just going to stand there and cover the ball. Good idea. Now he sees his teammates. He can go off, and he does.
He waits for the right time.
Yep, well played by Wiles. That's one thing we were talking was we said with Mike Lensing, Colby Lensing's dad, before the game, and he was mentioning a lot of these guys do play, have been playing box. They love it, and you can see the IQ. You can see it. Oh, here's a nice spin. What a goal!
Nice goal. Is that
Mitch Ogilvie.
Yeah, another nice goal by Ogilvie.
Mitch Ogilvie, a defender in Junior A lacrosse, although, as I mentioned before, he was pressed into service on the power play offense for the Peterborough Lakers this year. You can see that he can handle it.
And that's the role play. And when I say rolling on the defender, that was Ian Murray covering him. And he just takes the momentum of Murray trying to hit him, uses it against him by rolling around it, and gets some air before putting it in.
And you create so much space when you do that. As you said, the check coming, you spin off of it, and the momentum of the defender carries him past you, and all of a sudden you're gone the other way. Nice play. It's 9-4. Australia creeping back into it. Penalty coming to Australia. So the U.S. getting 6 attackers out on the floor. And whoever's on their door was being hyper cautious, holding Hartzell back to make sure that there are not too many, and eventually let him go. Here is Lensing, spins. There's a shot from Fox. That one got through Jeffrey but went wide. The U.S. could get a fresh 30 if they can get the ball. Van Voorhis and Ganesh just battling away. Lensing goes in. Gets a bit of a pop from Ganesh. It was clothier before battling. Nice pass out front, but Hartzell misses. And it'll get up out of play. Play will be blown down. That was a long time with the delayed penalty. And the hold will send the U.S. back to the man advantage.
Looks like it's Ganesh going to the box. One of their best penalty killers.
That will leave Ogilvie, Lutz, Stokes, and Singh on the penalty kill. Australians go with the very popular modern alignment of the high defenders with their 6 to the middle, the low defenders with their 6 outside. There's Fox. Back to Van Voorhis. Nice save. Jeffrey doesn't know where the rebound is, but finds it before Van Voorhis can put it away. Ronda has it. He's dancing behind the crease. He really is dancing. Now he's going to come out. Back to Van Voorhis. Fox to the top. They're going to skip backdoor to Lensing instead. He spins. Behind the back shot. That one was a little off. And the third quarter will come to a close. Lensing tried to beat the buzzer, didn't get it. It's 9-4 for the U.S. We are going to take a break, and we'll be back with more from the World Junior Lacrosse Championship. I am Stephen Stamp with Brian Shanahan. We'll be back to this quarterfinal game right after this. Welcome back to Lacrosse, friends. Here are some highlights. Shanny, let's see them.
Well, it was 7-3 at halftime, and we went 11 minutes in that third quarter before we saw a goal by Neil Culkin on a good 2-on-2, two-man game while it was 4-on-4. But this is not a replay. This is Culkin again while playing 5-on-5, beating his man down low, making it to the net. And then a beauty by Mitch Ogilvie, his second of the game. He beats his defender cleanly, dives across the crease, and it's looking good for the U.S., but there's no quit in this Aussie team.
100%. Definitely the U.S. has to be considered in a strong position here, but you know the Australians will be fighting to try and get back. I think that's Jack Stokes down there for this draw. Ginder will reset.
Ganesh is in the penalty box.
That's right. Excellent point. Ginder pulls it to himself, picks it up. Up to Schutz. U.S. taking a bit to get their power play out there, and Ginder's going to head off now.
And I think the Australian team was daring him to shoot from there.
Well, he's got the face-off stick there, too. So
he made a really nice pass early in the game.
That's true. Fox, hard shot, a little bit wide, though. He's going to track it down, fling it the other way as the 30 expires. Timmy's Bidwell Barton. Oh, no, that's Eric Bunce. Like a 1. There's a drive to the middle, yeah. But effectively turned aside by Ian Murray, so Aaron Currie will hand it off. Kirk went to the ground, got back up, he still got it. 2 seconds to try and get a shot off. That did hit a U.S. player, but it was not the goalie, it was the defender, so the 30 expires. Schutz comes ahead. Is he going to stay for the power play? Yes. Let's see what he can achieve here.
Just 8 seconds to go on the power play, though.
True. He's going to stay for the offensive shift. Anyway.
Let's see if they shoot or not.
Fox down low. Ronda will go behind the net where he enjoys playing so much. Clothier after him. Wiles. Bouncer. Thought he saw something. You could see the eyes light up. That's going to go over and back.
Oh my.
Great job by Singh. Perfect angle. He scores.
Nice goal.
Oh, speed and a great angle. By Arjun Singh.
And we haven't seen that speed from Singh yet in this tournament. He's mostly, I've mostly noticed him playing offense. He's played a great job going one-on-one, taking a beating when he takes it to the net. But this time he's playing short man. And I know he's been doing that all game, but gets the ball in the over and back. He's behind, but he pulls away. That's a great job. Pulls away from Brian Wiles and puts it in. That's a humongous goal.
Yeah, and Singh has been killing penalties quite a bit. He and Ogilvie, Thistleweed even up there killing a few penalties. All the lefties really playing some deep duty, as we've mentioned.
That's the first time this game. That's 2 goals in a row for Australia.
They pull within 4. It's 9-5 for the U.S. The U.S. visions of a rematch with the Iroquois dancing in their heads, but Australia would love a shot at Iroquois. Culkin comes off the check, throws it to Smith. He steps around, shoots wide. 8 seconds on the shot clock for Morris. Lensing will fire it.
Nice
Scores.
shot. That's a backbreaker.
Wow, we have seen Lensing use the long bouncer. A few players have done it. That is immaculate.
Well, and the reason I say it's a backbreaker is just a couple of seconds left on the shot clock. Aussies had a little momentum going. You know, Lensing had been quiet this game, you know, much like we were talking about Culkin earlier, so I don't know if that means he's going to go off now like Culkin did. Just a nice outside shot, and you know, the problem as far as Australia's concerned is, you know, even when it's in the shot clock, you want to get out. Don't give an easy shot, even if it's from far out.
Well, especially late in the shot clock.
Yeah.
Right? You always hear teams calling when it's late. You get out. And
get out. Just
tight.
Get on his hands. Yeah.
Don't let him have any space to shoot. You know whoever has it's going to be looking to shoot. That pass by Hannah Roberts skipped. Bunch was able to corral it. Got away from him. Now he picks it back up. Currie went to help, and Bunch already had it. Tyler Reynolds with the rip. It's wide. He gets it back, but the shot clock will run out just before Bunce can get a shot off. Smith looks right, or LaForme looks right up the floor for Culkin. Nice heads-up play to hustle back by Kirk and pick it off. Braden Kirk has the ball stripped. McCoy tried to reach around and knock it ahead to himself. Well, he would have been off to the races if he'd been able to, but Kirk got it instead. Here's Thistlethwaite, feeds it down to Singh. He'll rip one high. It's off the head of Miller. Here goes Schutz. Moves all right for a big guy, too.
Oh, he sure does. You know, and the role he plays, what you want him to do is bring that ball confidently out of your end, and he does that consistently.
Now he just needs the Colt Ganesh shoulder to the chest to open up some space, and he's golden. Drop step by Smith, winds up on the floor, trying to pick the ball up anyway, pulls it away. Shot clock's going to run out, though, on the U.S., and Australia will get the ball. Heads up play by Parsons to zip over towards the bench, and Singh will move it ahead to Thistlethwaite. Pass through the middle, caught. Oh, nice chance for Ogilvie, but a little steep on the angle.
Yeah, that got stuck in his stick and hooked.
Yeah. LaForme is going to backpedal, just hand it off there to Fox and let things set up. 10-5, the U.S. lead. Wiles. With Ganesh on him, fights through. Ganesh will grab that loose ball, looks up. He's got Clothier, but Clothier's covered. So Ganesh can go for a run. Penalty coming
Many man for U.S., yeah.
Oh, a nice chance for Ganesh as he tries that shot to the far side, just a little bit wide. It's grabbed there by Ronda, and he doesn't understand what's happening because he didn't see the hand up for the delayed penalty. But it was there, and it will be applied.
And I was watching the bench as the U.S. player came out, so yeah, there was no question. There was too many men on the floor there, and the referee caught it easily.
It's a slash, though, is being called.
Oh my gosh, this is the second time I've called a penalty that I saw, and they gave another one. And I'm not changing my call.
Nor should you. You have to believe in your convictions. Thistlethwaite. There's a rip by young Aussie. Fires that one home. That's almost a carbon copy of a goal we saw him score. That was yesterday, right? When he was on the run like that and fired across the body.
He's done that every game now. I mean, yeah. he scored a power play goal against Canada.
Did he ever like that earlier today? They do blur a bit after.
Yeah, no, today, every game we've seen. The second of this game. Second of this game, fourth of the tournament. And I believe they might all have been on the power play too. They've all been, shots like this. And that's definitely a weapon. We talk about their strong lefties, and he's a righty, homegrown righty with a really good shot, and makes the most of it on the power play.
So it's 10-6. Australia back within 4. They've got possession off the face-off, and Wood spins off a check. He goes back to Currie, switches hands, switches back.
Oh, that's a big save.
Forces Miller to make a big save.
That's a big save.
Kirk with a little push on Schutz, who just says no.
Like the Aussies have been neck and neck with the U.S. since going down 5-1.
Yes.
What they haven't been able to do is go on a run. I mean, the most they've been able to do is score 2 in a row. If they can get 2 or 3 in a row, all of a sudden, this will be super tight.
Well, it would, make the U.S. a little nervous, I think, if Australia can start coming back. I mean, they've watched the video. They've studied how Australia came back. There's a shot by Lensing into the chest.
Well, that was on net, wasn't it? That was nice. Between the leg on net.
Yeah.
I think they've got the score up wrong on that score.
They do. We have it right on the screen. So
okay, good.
As usual, Chris has got things sharply done in our booth. They'll probably fix it next time somebody scores and they realize it's wrong. Ogilvie passes it across to Mathwin on his offside. Mathwin whips one across.
Oh, nice.
Brilliant pass and a great finish by Aaron Currie.
Oh, what a game this youngster, Aaron Currie, is having. From from Melbourne, Victoria. We mentioned it, played his junior club as Eltham. Not that I know them, but they must be doing something right, because he's now got a hat trick, and nice pass, nice quick release. And hopefully they fix the score in-house. We'll tell you it's 10-7.
It is 10-7. They went, given the Americans the Australian goal to make it 11-5 instead of 10-6. Now they've just given the Aussies 2 to bring them up to where they should be.
So that's 2 in a row for it's 3 goals to 1 for the Aussies in this quarter. If they can get another one, and I'm going to say soon, but there's still lots of time to go.
Yeah, 8.5 minutes left in the game. Ginder with another face-off win. Almost threw it away, but McCoy was able to corral it.
Oh.
He goes to the net, and nobody comes to check him. Jeffrey has to come to the rescue.
Big play by Jeffrey, because that's a mental mistake by the Aussies.
Oh, what an effort by McCoy, but he can't quite find the range on the shot. And here comes Australia, pushing once again. They're within 3 at 10-7. Schutz on Singh. Back up to Mathwin. Mathwin needs to head over to his side. He's going to circle around behind the net. Oh, he's just going to hang out back there, I think. Thistlethwaite directing some traffic. Goes to the net. Passes behind to Mathwin. Doesn't connect. Now Mathwin gets it. Dive shot. Or a jump shot, really. Here comes the U.S. Murray. Gets it ahead to Schutz. Schutz finds Culkin coming off the bench, and he'll head to the bench himself. 20 on the shot clock left for the U.S. Lansing wound up getting knocked down. He and Parsons jousting a little bit. Ronda didn't like his angle, goes to Van Voris. Thistlethwaite, good defensive play. The save with the leg, gets caught in there, but Jeffrey plucks it out. Steps out of his crease. He's going to whip it way down the floor. Nice pass.
You
to hit Kirk on
full
the
court
run.
pressure on.
Here's Ogilvie off the bench, takes the pass. Nice save, Miller once again, but gets the rebound. Fresh 30, Kirk.
Nice.
Oh, great step. The shot by Bunce, but it was stopped by Miller.
Good footwork by Bunce.
Big check coming from Dylan Woods, and it's turned over.
Oh,
High stick. He's getting a major for that?
I got to see that. I thought that was just some good defense.
Oh, illegal cross check. It
still
changed on the way to the box. Andy Ogilvie is giving a disbelieving stare.
No, that was shoulder. In a game like this, I don't like that call at all.
I mean, it's hard. It's happening fast. You don't get to see the replay, but we both thought live that that's a check. That, oh.
I never like that call, but I especially don't like it in a 10-7 game.
Fox gets it back. See if the Australians can overcome it. And so far, as Jeffrey makes a nice save on the wild shot. A little fancy stick work, and then tries to shovel it. Kind of got stuck, but does get to Singh over to Ganesh. They got to get across center. He's got to throw it right away. He flings it. Oh, it was okay until it hit the scoreboard, and it'll be U.S. possession.
Yeah, that odd scoop by Jeffrey really messed them up.
Set off a chain
He's
of
got to
events.
get that. The second he makes a save and the whistle goes, that shot clock starts. He can't waste time.
Fox steps over center. U.S. back to the power play. Wiles gets it back from Lensing. Wiles thought about it. Here's Van Forest. We got 6 to shoot. There's a chance for Wiles. It's a little bit wide. Ganesh will pick it up. He's going to actually just take his time, and Fox winding up like he's going to lumberjack chop him. The pass over to Singh. He's checked by Schutz. Schutz with the wrap check attempt.
Penalty here. Or get arrested.
Yeah, he's going to go take a break. Well earned. Thistlethwaite. 13 on the shot clock for Oz. Slip pick by Kirk. Pass picked off.
Nice play by Schutz.
Oh, and another nice play. There's the man. It's Mathwin. Oh, nice pass. This one. What a series of events for Australia to lead to goal that brings them within 2 on a short-handed marker.
You said it. That was a series of events. A great interception by Schutz, an interception back from Australia. Back and forth. Oh, then the pass comes across. But watch this pass. Backhand on the crease.
Thistleweight with the quick hands to get it. The pass was brilliantly executed, but it was a little bit in the belly. And Thistleweight got it, got the hands clear, and bounced it home. 10-8.
Thistleweight scored the tying goal and winning goal against Israel the other day. So shown to be a clutch performer late in these games.
The Australians trying to do it once again. The U.S. want to hold them off. And remember, the U.S. were ahead of the Iroquois, and the Iroquois tied it up late in the game.
Yeah.
So they might have some ghosts dancing about at this moment. Fox, that shot went off of Nash. Back to Vic Morris. He tries a shot. It's picked off cleanly, and there's a man from the box. It's Wood all alone. Oh, Darius Miller stands his ground. What a glorious chance for the Australians, and Wood butt ends the boards because he is mad at himself.
No, not the shot he wanted.
No.
He got plenty behind it, but pretty much in the belly of Miller.
Great closing hustle by Bunce, but somehow Christian Ronda caught that pass and held on to it. Nice spin move. Hits the cutter. Oh, it's a little too high. It doesn't hit him. And that went out into the U.S. bench before coming back into play. Here comes Australia. Ogilvie. He's got a cutter. Nice pass. Great save.
Nice save.
That was Currie, who's been on fire. What an addition to his resume that would have been. Pass gets ahead to Nairati. 4 minutes to play. 2-goal lead for the U.S. Timeout.
Timeout.
The U.S.
They want to settle down, and I'll tell you, give Miller a drink of water. That was his biggest save of the game. I think he's been great all game, but that was a good. Australia's got 4 goals in this quarter. They're outscoring the U.S. 4-1 to get back in this game. And this is a shorthanded goal by Singh. And that wasn't good. You'll see that's not the only shorthanded goal we're going to show. This was Aaron Currie scoring one of his 3 goals. And, that was his 2nd goal of the game. This is his hat-trick goal, catching it in front of the net, and a quick shot. And then the shorthanded one by Thistlegate. And nice pass, nice finish, and this is good. We kind of thought it would. What did we say just a while ago? We said this Australia team will not quit.
They never backed down.
They were down 9-3. 9-3 at one point in that 3rd quarter.
It's 5-1 since then. There's some Australian pride in the stands. They'll go out and play defense to try and get this ball back. I'm Stephen Stamp with Brian Shanahan. Thanks so much for being with us here at the World Junior Lacrosse Championship.
One thing I'm sure the U.S. coaches have said to their players is, settle down a little bit. You watch where you turn over that ball. What you don't want to do is turn over the ball high. If you prefer throw it in the corner or leave it in the corner or go one-on-one in the corner, but you don't want to get knocked down high up the floor.
Here's Culkin jitterbugging against Stokes. It's a bit late. The ball went in, but it was clearly after the 30. Here come the Australians. Singh. Got 3:33 to go.
Their goalie now.
Yep. Wow, that's aggressive.
Yeah.
And Ronda went to the bench. The U.S. was a bit slow getting their 5th defender out. I'm not sure Australians noticed. There's Ogilvie.
Look at
there's a chance. Currie. Oh, it's Miller makes the stop. And you see the tap from LaForme. He wanted Miller to get off the ball so they could try and get a chance at the empty net. Going back McCoy sees he's there, we'll just lob it back up.
And smart play by the U.S. You know, years past you would see them just shooting for the empty net.
Yeah.
And this time, you know, they're coached well enough and I guess experienced enough in box lacrosse to know that's not the play. It's really a sucker's play when you get the ball and take a long shot.
Here's a chance for Lansing. Great trail tap by Mick. He runs through a check, heads up the floor, 2:40 to go, and he's going again. Jeffrey's got to be in shape if he's going to keep sprinting over to that bench. The pass, there's a chance. A goal! Currie again. What a night for that young Australian.
I'm loving his game. A nice assist. You know, I think it's been Ogilvy who's found him almost every time, but this guy likes to cut through the traffic. And through 3 U.S. players, he catches that ball and gets the bounce shot. Oh my, what a finish. And I mean, 2:30. I don't know if I want. They pulled their goal. They got within 1. I don't know if I want to pull now.
No, I'm not pulling. Although it's been working.
I want to play 5-on-5 for a while.
They scored on the other, but yeah, I'd be hesitant to pull him at this point. I thought it was early the first time they pulled him. Hard to argue when it's working pretty well for them, but Murray pulls it down.
Well, you're a little more desperate when you're down by 2. I want to take my chances now and go play some 5-on-5, and of course in the last minute if you're still
down.
Then
the next shift, next possession, I probably wouldn't pull him. I don't know. It's going to be under 2 minutes. They might.
Yeah, it depends how much time is left.
Fox. Picked off. Ganesh going to go for a run.
Go for it.
Drive. Oh, it's going to pull up, and the goalie's going.
They are sticking with it.
Yeah. Oh, the pass is knocked out. I was going to say, don't make that pass and try another one. Nairani scores into the empty net. Heads up by Nairani to run into a spot where he had a good angle and a good shot.
Yeah, that was tough play. And who made that original interception? That was, we'll see it in the replay. That was a really nice play by the U.S.
Was it not Nairani who knocked it down himself? Nope, that's right.
No.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
And he just grabs it.
And tries to get as close as he can before the defender got back in the net.
Ginder pulls it out, big possession. McCoy pulls down the fake pass, runs it up over center, hands it to Lensing.
And they'll try to use the full 30, get the late shot if possible.
Fox is beckoning for the ball, but Wiles is just going to toss it up.
And I know we talked about, you know, throwing that out of bounds intentionally. The more I see, the more I think I would like it to be out in the corner. But
1:09 to go.
With the rules.
Australia has called a timeout. This is a thriller.
Yeah, you gotta love the way this Australian team plays, and you know it's personality. Their coaches, they don't quit. They just stick with it. A real workmanlike attitude.
They're going to start, it looks like, with Jeffrey on the bench. He is standing there getting a drink of water, but he is in the bench, not standing near it. They're just going to go and try and see if they can get this ball back. There's a lot of pressure on the bench to try and win the draw.
It's not a draw. Oh, you mean if they score?
Right.
They've got the ball now.
Right. Sorry, they got possession. I was thinking it was, sorry.
But you're right. I mean, one thing at a time. They got to score a goal here.
I was thinking we had a drive, and they took it right after the last one. But no, they got possession, so they will send their 6 attackers. Obviously, we'll be seeing with the lefties.
And Currie for sure. Probably
Mathwin is there.
Mathwin will be out there,
And Bunce is the 6th. Oh, Singh is going to the bench.
What?
Are they going 4 righties?
2, 3. Oh, Singh is just going for extra correction there. Oh no, Singh is not. They got this away.
Yeah. Bunch with the run. They had Ogilvy on the back door.
Yeah, it's a lot of sticks to get that pass through.
It is. Kirk down to Ogilvy. Pass, there's a chance, a jump shot by Mathwin. Had a shot, Murray, checked by Currie. The ball pops out. Currie will get it back. What a game for the young man. To Thistlethwaite. Ripped from the outside by Bunch, it'll go straight to Mathwin. Oh, it doesn't go to Mathwin. But there's Currie to get it again. Oh,
he's a fantastic game.
Oh, penalty coming to the U.S. Bunch with a shot, saved by Miller. And play will be blown down. A slashing call.
The U.S. saw this before a couple of days ago against Iroquois.
Yeah,
the late
got a
lead.
two-goal lead this time, though.
That's right.
LaForme takes the penalty. Are they gonna? Yeah, they're gonna keep the goalie out and go 6-on-4.
Oh yeah, I think you have to.
Yeah, you've got to. I think Kirk will just stay high. Oh, he's coming right down.
You don't have a lot of time though.
Kirk gets it. Oh, it doesn't. He gets away from him. Eesh, that's the one you don't want to take.
No, that's what we talked about earlier.
That's an error by Schutz, gives them a chance.
Play.
Singh can't get it. Schutz knocks him over, and that will do it. Clock is running down. Ogilvy, one last shot, misses. The final score, US 11, Australia 9.
An excellent game. We said that game, although the U.S. seemed to be pulling away at times, we knew that there was no quit in this Australia team, and there wasn't. They came out in that fourth quarter to outscore the U.S. 5-2, and that's including a empty net goal for the U.S. to get that 2-goal lead back late. And that means the U.S. will have a rematch against Iroquois, who they lost to a couple days ago, 21-20 in sudden death. And the Aussies will have a rematch against Israel for 5th place tomorrow. Line up for the handshake, and obviously the U.S. feeling great about their first win of this tournament, and the Aussies, no shame in how they've played so far. In a minute, we'll find out the MVPs of the game.
Yeah.
Stamper, my vote, I think I'd probably take Darius Miller. Did I get that right? Yeah,
I thought Darius Miller was very good.
I think I'd pick him for U.S., although there's a number
for
of guys.
For Australia, no question.
Australia,
it's Aaron Currie.
No question.
He was outstanding. How many goals did he have? Four
goals. I mean,
fantastic.
Ogilvy played as good as usual, but you know, some clutch goals by Currie, like 3 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
4 goals all game. So
I think they did just announce it.
Oh, they did.
Well, I heard her saying number 6, Aaron Currie, but
I don't think they did.
I think
they're going to do that in a second.
Well, we may have given it away then, but if there's any surprise there.
No, that's good. Here they go. You got a premonition, and you were correct.
She did. And on the other side for the U.S., a number of players played very well until 11-9.
My pick was goaltender, but there's 3 or 4 guys that I'd have no problem with. You know, and even
player in the game for the United States, number 12, Dylan Wood.
No, that's number 12, John Fox.
Well,
so John Fox is called over.
Yeah, they've just confused everybody out here.
John Fox for the U.S. What a game he had.
Yeah, he played well, and you know, there was a number of guys in the U.S. I don't think anybody scored more than 2 goals for the U.S. in this game.
Number 12, John Fox.
Okay, she's got that correct.
She's had a great stat.
But you know what? Like Griffin Schutz, and I love to give some credits to some defenders, because usually we don't see MVPs go to defense, and we probably won't see it.
When I'm picking him, sometimes it does.
Yeah, but he had a great game as well.
He was terrific.
And nothing against Fox. He played well. There was there's about 5 guys down that line of that U.S. team. scores a goal, a shorthanded goal. That was a first of a bit of a string, although this one, I called it a back killer at the time when Lensing scored a goal to make it 10-5, because we knew Australia had to go on a bit of a run, and then it came. And it's with Aaron Currie, and it continued with Aaron Currie as he cuts through the middle. That one made it 10-7, and then Adam Thistlegate scores another shorthanded goal. We got a 10-8, and then MVP of the game comes through again. The assist from Ogilvy to Currie. That was 10-9, and if not for a empty net goal
Australia's could have been right back in there.
Yeah.
And how about Currie after his 4 goals, but then he got 2 huge resets there.
Oh yeah. No, he played. We're not just looking at the goals when we give our pick. He was, all round, played a great game. Excellent
We
game.
have had some excellent games here. Tomorrow, 3 more coming. Australia will have to turn around and play Poland at 1 o'clock for 5th place. At 5 o'clock, the semifinal, the U.S. gets the rematch with Iroquois. And then at 8 p.m., the other semifinal, Israel and Canada, all live here from the World Championship in Mississauga. I'm Steven Stamp with Brian Shanahan. Thanks for being with us, Lacrosse fans. We'll see you tomorrow.